What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So, this motherfucker right here, this dishonorable, doltish, apocalyptic asshole of Alabama, Tommy Stuperville, U.S. Senator, needs to resign immediately. When I heard what he said, I called his office and I told him, you need to resign immediately. You offended all African Americans in this country with what you said. You especially offended the African Americans who you're supposed to represent in your state of Alabama. I know you don't like them. I know you don't acknowledge them, I told him, but 20+% of your constituents are black, and you just called all of them criminals. You're not fit to be in office, and you need to resign immediately. And I told him I am a freelance media member, and I'm going to be on his ass until he resigns. And he needs to resign. Call his ass right now. The number's in the title. Call his office and ask for this motherfucker to resign. Even if you got to talk to a machine. He needs to go! Now! We don't have to take this shit. So let me get to what he said. At a campaign rally on Saturday, a get out the vote drive, presumably I'm assuming for the midterms next month in Nevada. He says this about Democrats. You know, ever since the 60s, definitely just starting in the 80s, Republicans like to say that Democrats are soft on crime. So he says, no, they're not soft on crime. They're pro-crime. They want crime. They want crime because they want to take over what you got. They want to control what you have. They want reparations because they think the people that do the crime are owed that. Bullshit. There ain't no dancing around that. He said, black people do all the crime. So how they do reparations? See, usually, that's how you know it's a stupid motherfucker when it comes to politics. Usually, even Marjorie Taylor Greene, who's a nut job, is a little bit more subtle than that, a little bit. Usually, when you say these racist things, you try to be just covert enough, just slick enough, so that you could say these things with a wink and a smile, and the crowd gets it. They get the dog whistles. But you have just enough plausible deniability to tell the media or your critics, oh no. Or did you see the crowd? We have a great ethnic blend here. There's no racism, but that's a liberal trick. You're misquoting me. That's not what I meant by what I said. There's not a racist bone in my body. No sir, no sir. He went out and said it. He went out and said it. Which goes to show you the lack of respect that both parties have toward us. You know, sometimes, I swear, it's psychological torture dealing with both these parties if you're a black person. On the one hand, the Democratic Party continues, even though we're their biggest constituents and most loyal constituents, continues to disrespect us. Whenever we want to sit down and talk about something serious, the Democrats look at us like we have on a clown outfit. Literally. I'm not being funny. They look at us like clowns. It's like if we sit down at the table, when they look at us, they see a big ape wearing a clown suit. They make videos saying that, hey, if you guys don't vote, ladies, you need to stop giving them sex. What other group do you think they're going to do that with? So there's the latent racism. Subgroups within the party are openly racist toward us. Everybody else gets some type of protections or some type of benefits, some type of legislation that benefits them, except for us. And whenever we ask for anything, they look at us like they want to punch us in the fucking mouth. They're condescending to us. They treat us like shit. And I'm at my wit's end with the Democrats. I'm sick of them. But then when you even consider saying, you know what, just out of protest, fuck the Democrats, just out of protest, I'm going to vote Republican. Then they remind you why you don't do it. Because they racist as a motherfucker. And then have the nerve, after they say something racist like that, well, you're just on a Democratic plantation. You have fun on a Democratic plantation. Well, I'll tell you what, that Democratic plantation that you're talking about, anybody right now whose great-great-great-great-great-grandfather was a plantation owner, and they have that property, they're voting Republican now. Let's keep it real. Do you really think that a wealthy landowner, white landowner of the South, is voting Democratic today? No. They're either going to be voting Republican, maybe Libertarian, or some, way out there Burt Society type party. But anyway, I just want to make one last point about this racist ass senator, man. It's funny how somebody like him will say what he says, but look at his career as a coach. You made millions as a head coach, like a plantation owner, off of the unpaid labor of black men, aka slavery. Oh, I mean by the football players. College football players don't make no money, but they're the ones who were doing all of the hard work on the field. Oh, well, just like the fields, right? Just like the cotton fields. Doing all the hard fucking work while he still on the sidelines, got all the glory and all the money. And the benefit of being so popular that he became a senator. Well, I'm pretty sure some of those students of his that put him up to where he is, motherfucker might be pumping gas right now. Or motherfucker might be a junkie, a dope fiend. Not talking about all of them. Some of them probably very successful. But what I'm saying is, college athletes don't get compensated. Why is that? But anyway, it don't make any sense. College athletes don't get compensated. But video games can use their likeness, their names, their likeness, and all this shit. But unless there's been some changes, they don't get any money from it. Unless there's been some changes and I'm not aware of. So, fuck this dude, man.